Hey guys, it's Jeremiah checking in with you from Quito, Ecuador, and this one's going to be a part of a series on meditation. I really want to give you guys the basics, but very useful tools in order to learn how to gain control of your cognitive processes. So you hear all these cliches in the spiritual community, like go inward, and you hear a lot of people that don't know that much about meditation. That's just an escape from reality or just shutting out the world. It's not. It is a maintenance tool to basically gain control of not only awareness and presentness, but also when you're having those attacking negative thoughts and you feel like you're stuck in your own mental prison, this is going to help you gain control of those. It'll give you this one technique will give you the ability to simply shut off those thoughts and or turn those thoughts off, so they're not going to basically stick around in your mind long enough to get your emotions going, which is going to get basically your stress chemicals going. We want to give you guys control. Control your mental environment gives you control of your external environment. So it's virtually impossible for a beginner who's never done meditation or doesn't have the experience to just shut off your thoughts, all right? Your brain, we call it the monkey mind. We need to learn how to control that. And this simple, easy technique is going to give you a very powerful tool in order to do that. You can practice this almost anywhere, all right? So the first thing you want to do is get control of your physical environment. You want to make sure you have zero distractions. So you want to make sure if you're cooking something, turn off the stove, please. You want to make sure that your cell phone's turned off or off silent. Try not to have it with the vibrate on, so you just won't know if someone's texting or messaging or calling you. You want to make sure no one's going to come in or enter the room that you're trying to set up this perfect environment in. And you can do it maybe in short as 10 minutes. So what it is you need two types of control distractions. The first one is going to be of your audible cognitive processes, which is basically when you get a song stuck in your head or when you think to yourself. That's like your auditive basic cognitive processes. So there's another one, your visual. And we're going to take control of those. So what you want to do, it is easy to do this lying down, nice comfortable bed, maybe your couch. You may fall asleep a couple times. It's okay. That's while doing it. That's fine. Just wake up, remember what you're doing, and start over again. So the first thing you want to do besides getting comfortable, controlling your external environment, is you want to close your eyes and try to physically relax your body as much as possible. You want zero distraction. So if you have a scratch or an itch, please scratch it. If you have uncomfortable clothing, change into something more comfortable, like your pajamas or sweatpants or whatever. So you want to close your eyes and you want to breathe in 4 parts. We all breathe in 4 parts, but we don't realize it because 2 of those are very short, all right? So when you inhale, you want to basically count to 4 in your mind. So as you inhale, filling your lungs, try to breathe with your nose. It's a lot easier to control. And then when you're full of air, you then want to hold your breath in, your internal retention, we call it in the yoga world. You want to then hold your breath for 4 seconds. Count in your mind to 4. As you get ready to exhale, you're going to again count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last hardest one that makes most people physically uncomfortable is the external retention. After your exhalation, you hold your breath out. Lungs are empty for 4 seconds, all right? That's one cycle. So you're going to repeat this. It's going to be inhale through the nose, counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding your breath in, internal retention, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. And holding your breath out, external retention, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is one cycle. So each cycle takes 16 seconds, more or less. You can count faster, you can count slower. What you're going to do for the first couple minutes, you're going to feel your lungs, the intercostal diaphragmatic chambers start to relax. You're going to feel the chest cavity start to stretch out and expand. So you're going to be able to eventually breathe in easier, deeper, and hold your breath in a lot more comfortably. This is basically going to do two things. It's going to cognitively distract you while your brain is focusing on the numbers and your cycles. And then you're going to be physically distracted with the breath as well. Now, these two things work in conjunction for the moment we're all waiting for, which after maybe 3 or 4 minutes, you don't have to keep track of time. It's just when you feel it's comfortable for you and that it's not hard to keep track of either the cycle or the counting or the breathing anymore, you suddenly, without any warning to yourself cognitively, just stop. Like that. Stop breathing for a second. It's easier to do this on the inhalation, and you stop counting. Those two things together, you're trying to trick your brain into waiting for the next step. There is no next step. It's silence. Now, the first time you do this, you may go 3 seconds before you have your first thought. And it's usually like, oh my gosh, how amazing. That's the first time I've ever heard silence in my brain. And then you realize by thinking that you've ruined the silence. But it's okay. You start over again. You keep repeating this cycle. You can do this almost anywhere. If you're driving, it's a little bit difficult because you can't close your eyes. But please try this, practice it, and make this one of the many things that you do in your day that's healthy for you. Now, if you can get that 3 seconds to increase to 5 seconds, maybe a couple times practicing, that 5 seconds will become maybe 6 or 7 seconds. You want virtually nothing going on in your head. No images popping up. It's okay if you see like soft colors or things like that. You don't want any audible information passing through your mind. And basically, that is the beginning of your step towards gaining control of your monkey mind, all right? The mind that just goes automatically thinking, worrying, processing, all that stuff. This becomes an ability that you can control. And after a while of practicing this, maybe even after a couple weeks, you can, like a muscle, get stronger the more you use it. You can flex this part of your brain which shuts off any thought that you're having in mid-sentence. So if you're having a negative thought, you can literally just stop. And it may come back again, and then you just flex it again, stop. And then it'll continue maybe a little bit more. You're going to keep doing that. Keep practicing this ability. If you practice the technique enough over and over again, keep track of how long that silence is. You can't count because that's thinking how long it is, but you're going to sense how long it is. This is the beginning of having the ability to control and stop your thoughts. Only then can you advance to the other meditation techniques, which guided meditation, visualizations, all of these, there's millions of different types of techniques for meditation. This is the first step. So please, guys, don't take this for granted. Practice it, test it, keep getting better at it, and you're going to find that when you're having those moments of freak out, meltdown, stressed out, all of those times, this will allow you to stop those thoughts in their tracks to the point where you don't allow those emotions to start building up and then start releasing all those stress or worry chemicals. Eventually, when you practice this enough, you get to a point, everyone's different, but you get to a point when the negative thoughts that are a result of something bad happening in your external world, they don't even happen. The negative thoughts don't even come. They know they're not going to be able to finish. So it's kind of like they say, like, what's the point? And they give up. all of a sudden something bad happens where you would normally be screaming explicit bad words, something like that in your head, and that of course gets you all riled up emotionally. This allows you to basically gain control of that automatic response. So eventually, bad things happen to you, and all you have are just clear and concise thoughts about the solution and a positive reaction or about the positive perspective of things. You don't have that automatic negative response to these things. All right? All right, guys, thank you very much. And please remember, it helps me out a lot, and it's going to give you guys a notification when when I have new videos coming out. But subscribe to my channel, and that's going to basically let me know you guys are tuning in, and I can keep motivating myself to do these videos for you guys. All right, I love you all, and I appreciate you guys watching. And please, 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 for your mind's sake, try this, test it, and practice it. All right, have a great day.